About Legarius Sneed. I'm wondering about his evolution with the team since you first saw him, and I also want to know about him in the meeting room. How has he impressed you there?
Well, when you look at Snead, I mean, coming in, that's the reason why we went out and got him. You know, he's able to run. He's tall. He's long. And, you know, you look at our corners from last year, you know, he just fit that mold. But, you know, it's been a transformation for him, you know, understanding the speed of the game from college coming to the pros and not really having any OTAs in quarterback school. He was able to pick it up very fast. But one of the things that really helped was Ward as well as Breland when he was here, talking to him, trying to get him up to speed because Breland knew his situation. And, you know, just making sure that he was feeling comfortable. And as far as him in the meeting room, he's asking the right questions and, you know, he's going out there and applying those things on the field. So, you know, for him to go out there and have that such game, you know, it just was really promising for the Chiefs and as well as for Snead as well.
Let's go next to Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Good afternoon, Coach.
Hey,
was wondering where Bo Pete actually is right now. I was wondering, do you see him showing enough progress where there is an opportunity maybe for him to get involved in the defense, especially as there's injuries to potentially not have Ward and so on and so forth, or do you think he has a longer way to go?
Really smart kid. You know, throughout the virtual process, you know, had all the right answers, you know, and he was able to pick the stuff up very fast and quickly, you know, but he's a month and a half behind everybody else. You know, he's still getting his legs up under him. You know, he's playing a lot of scout team right now, and we're talking him through some of the things that he didn't have opportunity to do during training camp. So, you know, he's coming along slowly. Coach Spags, Coach Reed, you know, they're taking their time with him, but, you know, he's going to be in a situation sooner or later to be ready and prepared. So, you know, he's being quizzed and challenged throughout the course of the day and throughout the course of practice. But, you know, it's going to be up to Coach Reed and as well as Coach Spags when they feel comfortable. But first of all, he's going to have to learn how to do things on special teams because that's where you really, you know, have the opportunity to make that that game day roster, and Coach Tobe is going to be working him in. So, you know, it's just going to be a situation for him picking up those little small things, and then once he does that, getting his legs up under him and being able to, you know, go out there and have that opening game roster. But, you know, being out a month and a half or however long he was out, you know, now he's finally getting over that soreness part and getting his legs up under him.
Let's go next to Seren Petra. Go ahead, Seren.
Coach, I know Thornhill coming back from the injury, just thoughts about where he is and what he's able to do?
Man, Juan, you know, when he first did it, he was like, Coach, I'm going to be ready for week one. I was like, Juan, you're not going to be ready. But, I mean, his mindset was there. And then just to be able to see him go out there and play the way he played, you know, is really good for him and really good for us because, you know, we put a lot of work into him last year. And now he's right out there with Tyrann Mathieu and, you know, putting, you know, everybody in situation to make plays. So very impressed with him. You know, he was a situation where, you know, just going out there, getting the feel, you know, because when you have an injury like that and it was, you know, doing a football game, for you to go out there, you have a little hesitancy. But once he got that first contact, came to the sideline, he was like, Coach Sam, I'm good. So, you know, we'll eventually let him off the leash. But, you know, for now, he's doing a really good job. So hopefully, you know, he can continue. And you look at the training staff, they've done a phenomenal job with him. So, you know, very impressed with him and happy with the things that he's done so far.
Let's close it out with Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Sam, just to follow up on, on Thornhill. How far do you feel he is right now from being the player he was last year?
Yeah, man, at the end of the year, man, Juan was all over the field. You know, he was really in a good place. You know, when you have these type of injuries, you tend to gain a little weight. And, you know, I've always talked to him about that, you know, and you look at him, he looks pretty good. But, you know, it's just going to take some time, you know, to really get back to that. And 8.5 months, you know, that's really impressive with the things that he's able to do. So, you know, there's no timetable. I mean, as long as he can go out there and he can apply the things that Coach Spags is putting on the table and on the floor for him him to go out there and do, Coach Spags is going to let him do it. So Coach Merritt has done a great job with him, bringing him along, you know, throughout the course of training camp, and just watching him throughout the individuals drills and engaging him and seeing exactly where he is. But, you know, he's picked up a lot more reps, and, you know, he did really good in the game. So hopefully he'll be able to continue to build off of that and be back to the old Juan. But, you know, we'll just have to see, and then just hopefully the training staff and Juan himself continue to take care of himself, you know, throughout the course of the week, so he can make it to game day and be out there and be able to go out there and apply the game plan that Coach Spags put together.
Coach Madison, we really appreciate your time today. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thank you guys. Have a great day and be safe.